Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. And as he throws, can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the counter play. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Motion from the back. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Grab near the sticks. It's Marsh. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Buchanan. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Running inside, it's Marshall. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Underwood. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on 4th down?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The run inside. It's Nelson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath. And he's...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. Powers through the defender. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Off to the races to the right. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. And guys, that is a tough holding call. It'll back them up. Still 1st and goal, but now more territory to navigate. Quarterback keeper. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. He's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one, 4th and goal. Now on the move, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he muffs it. It's loose. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The running back has it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Tight end now in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. It's complete to the left. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Marshall. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Here's Underwood to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They just keep firing. Got a man. It's Marsh. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The keeper on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The screen, he can go. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Underwood. He wants it all. Touchdown Wolverines. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man, it's Calandria. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
that last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Makes the catch. It's Nelson. There's a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He'll take it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Nelson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Huskers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's Underwood to throw. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Cougars, looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how many...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Huskers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
catch in the middle. It's Marshall. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Running inside, it's Marshall. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Back to pass. It's Underwood. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Underwood with the catch. It's Marsh. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Underwood. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Marsh. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Good enough for a first down.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Again, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move. The 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Pulled down for the tackle. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They've got a first down here. If you want to start its bend to this season, we've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. Ripping through the defense. Makes the catch and he's free. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. He was really bothered by those two picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. Listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
They'll move the tight end. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got a little grass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Throwing, Underwood. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Underwood.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Underwood. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.